Hello everyone, it's me, Godzilla154, coming back at you again with another brand new video. In this video, I'll be going over a fix I came up with for the Hiya. This fix slightly extends the waist and allows for way more range, and slightly fixes the proportions. The fix is relatively easy, and I'll be going over how to do it. So first things first, here's a showcase about how much range the waist has currently on a stock Kong. It's fine, it's not the greatest though. But I wanted was to get more out of this joint. And now here's a showcase of how the fixed range will look like. Much more movement, way better for dynamic posing. It really helps to figure out. So what you need for this fix is obviously your Hiya. You will need a source of heat, and for this I'll be using a blow dryer. And finally, a napkin. So first things first, you want to heat up your Kong's waist area. This is to pop apart the upper and lower torso pieces, and your aim is to separate the ball joint on the lower half of the body. So just heat it up, and pull the pieces apart. And you'll have two pieces of Kong. Next, you want to take a small piece of napkin, just tear off a small little bit, and you're going to put that piece of napkin into the lower socket of the body. Ball it up to make sure it fits better. And that's all you really need. The next step you need to do is put the two pieces of Kong back together. If you need to heat it up again like I do, well, then that's perfectly fine. Just heat it up in a decent amount and pop the two pieces of the body back together. Now that you have Kong all put back together, you can test out the new range. The issue before was that the socket in the lower half of the body was actually way too deep, causing the peg that sticks out of the ball joint to hit the sides of the socket, which inhibited the range. Now that the piece of napkin is in there extending the socket itself, the ball joint sits higher and the peg is now clear for movement, giving it way more mobility and helps for poses. It also helps out the proportions of the waist, as before it looked a little bit too short. This gives Kong a much nicer appearance. And that's the entire waist fix. It's a very simple process, and doesn't really require much of anything at all. And the amount of movement and range, and the slightly fixed proportions it does of this figure, it makes this already great figure that much better. And I really recommend everyone who owns the Hiya to do this on theirs, as it really improves this figure, and lets you get the most out of it. Anyways, that's it from me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video.